Welcome to the Qigong Therapy for Autumn training program. I'm really excited that you're here, and I hope you enjoy the practices that we go through. A quick note on Qigong Therapy for Autumn. This is a time in traditional Chinese medicine which is associated with the metal element, and this is a symbolic, sort of poetic term that means like metal and crystals are this organized structure. It symbolizes energy going down and in. Sometimes they felt that the fact that you find ores and metals within soil, which is kind of this more neutral or maybe dispersed element, they felt that then the metals were the concentrated aspect of that element, which kind of matches up with what we know scientifically. So this is a metaphor for what can happen in our energetic body. And in traditional Taoism, they felt that our energetic body needs to harmonize with the four seasons. In the summer, the energy of fire is going outward. Between the seasons, the energy gets neutral for a minute. And then in the autumn, the energy goes downward and inward. So this is a Qigong sequence designed along these Taoist principles to help us harmonize with that sense of downward and inward, to help us harmonize with the sense of that metal element as taught in traditional Taoist practice. And as well, we're going to be focusing on the associated organ and meridian with the metal element, which is your lungs. So this is a great Qigong for expanding your breath capacity, for working with sinus issues, for working with asthma, for working with allergies, all sorts of really great applications because this is strengthening the physical lungs. All Qigong works on your lungs because it involves breathing, but these Qigongs that you're going to work on specifically target the lungs, and then also working on the energetic aspect of the lung meridian. So very cool stuff. There are 3 sessions in this program. The first one is, I call it tonifying the defensive qi. This is a session, all these sessions are developed from my training in medical Qigong, as well as a couple other Taoist systems and in Zen Shiatsu. So the first sequence is on developing, tonifying the defensive qi. And this is this idea that while the energy is going down and in, we also need it to come out and to the surface. And the root of that defensive energy is not only in your lungs, which help to circulate it to the surface, but comes from the nutritive energy of your stomach and spleen. So you'll see that in that program. The second one is for harmonizing the lungs and the lung meridian and the metal element in general. It's a little more active. It has some neat yoga stretches in there. Very fun set, and it's just working on harmonizing us with that energy of metal and with the lung organ and meridian. And the last sequence is, I call it rooting the qi here. I also sometimes call it the asthma protocol. And this has to do, in Chinese medicine, they say one of the reasons for shortness of breath, or asthma in particular, is that the kidneys, this idea of deep in, we'll do it next season with the winter Qigong, they call grasp the qi. So in Chinese medicine, the lungs are meant to bring in the qi, and then it's supposed to root itself down in your body. So when we have shortness of breath, things like that, they say that the kidneys aren't grasping that qi. So this final set is meant to address that. And the bonus is, even if you don't have shortness of breath or asthma, it still helps to root that qi down and strengthen these lower centers of our body. This helps with the last aspect of Taoist seasonal Qigong, which is, they say, the better you can harmonize with this season, the more you'll be prepared for the next one. So these are your 3 sets as you go through. You could do them all in a row. I did when I recorded them, but they are complete practices in and of themselves. You could also do these. They're each about 20 minutes. You could do them in conjunction with another general Qigong practice like the 8-section brocade, like your Tai Chi practice, etc. So feel free to experiment, do them on their own, do them with another practice, do them together, and they're really fun practices, harmonizing your lung meridian and your metal element. So I'll see you in there. Hope you enjoy it.